Welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. We've updated again. We're now on 15.9. And on 15.7 there was a slight change. Just a tiny one. Science Pack 3, so the blue ones, no longer need assembly ones. So this doesn't work anymore. There is good news. It now takes mining drills. And we have all the resources right here to swap it over. The catch is now it doesn't take half a second, it takes 2 seconds, so we need to iron that out somehow. So all these assemblers, they're not quite junk, but close to. So we need to get rid of them. And the easiest way for right now is to set that to that, put that there, copy paste that, put that there, and that'll just get them off the belts, and we'll have new ones popped up. So that's number one. And whilst we're here, let's upgrade these, and they'll chew through the belt for us. And then to get rid of the assemblers, where are we? You assembly machine 1 and insert. Done. So that'll go back to making blue science as it gets rid of them. But assembler stopped working. Why is that assembler stopped working? Why are we still outputting? Oh, because there's one here as well. Don't know why that's there. Probably because of me and the sort of crazy shit I do. But that'll clear off that belt eventually. At the same time, they change production packs. It no longer needs a pump jack. It now needs the assembly machine we just got rid of. So you need to change to assembly machine 1. The catch is these are not actually set up to insert iron, which is an easy enough fix, at least partially. Boom, 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 boom. And you can be changed over, you can be changed over, you, and you. So, some small tweaking's got to be done. We're on blue belt now. One there, one there, one there, and one there. With... oh, there's one over here as well. Shit, that's going to be a whole different problem. Actually, let's go underground to there. Drag you up. That would probably be a much needed solution, but you know, it's in and done now. At the same time, it means it's also ruined my next... well, it's not quite my next video. It's not quite finished, but I had recorded. I had recorded these science packs and the other ones, right? And I was going to share you guys out some blueprints with my builds for how to get Purple Science running on the new system. Same story, we now have a shit ton of pump jacks that we need to get rid of. So again, filter inserter, set you to pump jacks, and put them in a provider chest. Hopefully. Yeah, that'll slowly clear the belt out. Yep. It's going to take forever, but it'll clear the belt out. Which also means, hang on, this is our steel belt, which runs into all these only. We don't need the steel belt anymore. So, trace it back to wherever the fuck it came from here. And now we've got a shit ton of steel we've got to get rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them, please. And we want you there, you there, you there. There's a power pole on the way. Be about right. So yes, there's those two minor tweaks. I think they're the only things that affect our particular playthrough. There's lots of other changes. You know, the devs have been flat out. I saw at one stage they released like 2 or 3 patches in a day. Oh, another freaking power pole. And at the same time, I've done my own little changes. You'll have to wait for nightfall. We are in nightfall. And it looks like my mod's not working. They'll teach me to actually test stuff before I hit record. Yeah, my mod's not working. Oh no, it is. There we go. Our power poles. Oh, it's daytime. It's just coming to daytime. That'd be about right. Our power poles now produce light. And it looks like it's just the new ones. Green circuits. Why for not green circuits make? Green circuits not have iron. You don't have iron because this belt sucks. Ah, play chase the... Oh, it's that one all the way down there. Yup. We're running out of iron. Okay. Nothing I can do about that right at the moment. Because at the moment we are trying to do a lot of things. First thing we're trying to do is, because it's finally finished. Where are we? Our Kovacs enrichment process finally finished researching. So we want to turn that on ASAP. And then we need inserter to there, inserter to there, inserter to there. And we need those in there. So, the enrichment process, which now cannot have productivity modules. Or maybe it can. The devs, and originally in 15.1 you could put productivity modules in there, which meant occasionally you would get a whole lot of... Actually, let's start at the start. So, it requires 40 235 and 5 238, and produces 41 235 and 238. No, can't put them in there. Okay. So it takes 50 seconds. So the long and the short of it is it slowly converts the shit one to the good one, which is a bonus. The catch is it takes a while. So yeah. And now we can't put productivity modules in it. I can put a couple of speed modules in it. Yeah, screw it. Let's just leave it as is. So the idea is, as soon as possible, you get this loop running. Where, you know, there's more refined loops than this, but for the moment, this works. As soon as you can get this research, get it running. And you'll see we had 14 spare. This time we'll have 15 spare. And it will keep going up and up. Every minute we'll have a couple of spare ones. And we just rinse and repeat. Eventually we get 2 machines running, we'll put them back to back, we'll run them back to back, up our production, just to get more 235. You know, these guys are still going. Why are you not going? You don't have sulfur. Because the other miner got auto-deconstructed. Oops. So eventually, ever so slowly, these guys will get done. What else have we done? I have had no choice but to, somewhere in this mess... Oh, over here. Over here, attempt to get solar running. We need green circuits. Because we just cannot keep up with demand. You know what? How many do you need? Crap. Nope, that's still not going to work. Alright. Oh, the logistic nightmare. Solar panels. Now, another update we had is underground belts we all know go 4. Turns out they don't anymore. Blue belts go that far. However many that is. I think it's 7. 7? 6? 9. 9. 9 it is. So, we used to go for a yellow. Where's a good example? Screw finding example. Let's just pick one of these up. Pick up some of them. Pick up some of them. And I've already got some of them. So, provided they didn't go in the auto trash pile. So, it used to go... That's 6 tiles. Total. A 4 gap in the middle. We now get 2 extra gaps out of a yellow belt with another 2 extra gaps out of a blue belt. So we're now in a situation where we can span longer, which is a nice upgrade, I really think. Put those back in the box. Oh, okay, fine. Put them straight in that machine. And put that in that machine, and put that in that machine. It also came with a catch. The recipe went through the roof! I don't even remember what the original recipe was, but, like, that's iron plate, not too bad. That's 40 gears. That's a fair bit. This is now 80 gears. You know, blue belt was 10 gears. This is now really, really, really expensive. So, blue undergrounds are now one of the most expensive items in the game, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. This is our lamps, so we've only got 6, so it means the mod didn't 100% update the old poles, but it means it will eventually. So this pole and the few others I've popped around now have lights built into them. They're hidden lights, we don't have to see the lights. It gives it more of a street lamp sort of feel. Yeah. So you're going to make us solar panels. We need accumulators. Where are my batteries? Because right beside batteries somewhere, we should have iron. We do. We might not be producing batteries fast enough. But, you know, I'll take what I can get for the moment. Let's go there. Accumulator. And then I'll have to bring this belt out one. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Okay, so I'll give us accumulators, solar panels, we need substations. Which is steel, advanced circuit, and copper. So, where is red chips? Follow the plastic. So I need the plastic belt and the steel belt, yeah, to cross one another, and I need copper somewhere near it. Copper here. I've got steel here. I've got steel here. I've got red chips there, which of course stop producing because we're out. I don't see any way getting that copper up there. Oh, well, I've got a copper there. Okay. That's close enough. That's even closer. Okay, so put an assembler there. Feed that in. Put a splitter in. These guys don't have to be terribly fast because we don't need a heap of them. Input, output, we want you to produce substations. And we're going to actually limit this box to, say, 5 tops. That goes there. Done. Like I said, it doesn't have to be super fast. It just has to produce slowly. Sorry about that. Okay. So, the other big project that we ended last episode on was trying to get our train line finished. We need to come up here and we need to build oil in a big way. Like, the train line's going to come in around about the middle-ish for oil input, and all of this is going to be processing, because, as I said, we want to go big. I literally want to do around about 2,000 packs per minute. So that's some epic production. No, I've got everything. I don't know. Let's just take the train and go for a spin. I have my blueprints. That didn't work. Look, did work, I guess. Oops. And on top of that, because I've now got the lit up power poles, it looks like all that I've built so far, I'll at least have to pull out that's what I want. I will have to pull out, see, lit up, and of course it's daytime again. I will have to pull out, you've got landfill. I'll have to pull out the original power poles, just because I can't have half lit and half not lit. That's just, like, most things don't bother me, but that one will. Okay. Out of power poles. Why am I out of big power poles? More importantly, well, you do have big power poles, they're not auto-crafted yet. Of course not. Of course not. Alright, that's as far as we're going to get for this one. Alright, there's a couple of biters down there. We're going to go deal with them real quick. After the trees get out of my way. Oh, it's a worm. Done. So yeah, oil's got to go here-ish. No, we don't want to auto trash. We've got a trash train. Dump it there. And we'll have to mine up this uranium, just because, you know, it'd be rude not to. Yeah, I'm going to have to, between episodes, it'll be a between sorry about that. It'll be a between episode job, sort of work out exactly how to build in a stacker, because we're going to have oil coming in, plastic coming in, no, plastic going out, which means we need coal intermediates. Coal coming in, we need to have, we've got to make sulfuric acid, so that means we need iron coming in. We need batteries coming in, so that means copper. What else? What else exports? Oh, solid fuel. Well, not really solid fuel, but rocket fuel. So that's got to go out. So I need like 5, 6 dedicated train stations. Oh, and sulfuric acid will have to go out as well, to do uranium mining. So we've got to have a train that comes in here, picks up sulfuric acid, goes off to a uranium ore to dump acid, and then I can't decide whether to. No, we'll probably have an intermediate station for uranium. So we'll be picking up acid from here, taking it somewhere else to put it into a storage, which is where all the ore will go to a dedicated station, that the oil will go to be processed, and then the end product end up coming back to our base. Which is going to have to be a decentralized base. So, like I said, there's a few things I've got to work out. So between episodes, actually right after this episode, I'm going to end up sitting here and planning this out as best as possible, to get as many oil trains in here, and all the imports and all the exports in, before we then start blueprinting what we're going to place. In the meantime, can you go back to outposting? You should. Nope, you won't, because all the signals are wrong. You complain about going the wrong way on the train tracks. Ha! Annoying. And I've got a build in mind for oil processing, but just because the hassles that come with processing, outpost. Let's go circuit condition. Yeah, just because the hassles that come with outposting with outposting, with hassles that come with just doing anything pipe based as far as the oil and correct ratios and all that sort of stuff. I think we're going to end up going to a bot based, because all you need is one pipe to back up and everything goes wrong. Whereas with bots, I can say, look, keep, so many barrels worth of heavy oil in the system in case we need to make lube. Oh, that's something else. Lube's got to be exported as well. So that's like 8 different stations. Yeah, there's some work to be done. And we don't have enough coal. In a big way, we don't have enough coal. Oh, there's coal down here. Okay, looks like we're going to go build that in a hurry. And I'm out of big power poles. Copper and steel. Copper is here. 30. Maybe enough? I'll do. Pick up all these bots. And let's get a new coal belt built. If I go straight across, yeah, that'll work, roughly. My belt. Oh, I'm out of belts. We've got an outpost train that has a crap load of belt. Why is my inventory suddenly full? I've got a crap load of land. Those in. Let's pick up half a belt, half a mountain of that, and okay. All right, back to building this. Now, can we make the whole way across? No! See, we're still short. I don't know. Look, it's been on the feature request list forever, having longer undergrounds, and I've even installed mods for it. Thinking, wouldn't it be fun to play with? Turns out, not really a fan of it, to be honest. It's in vanilla now, so I'm not going to argue with it. Yeah, that's something the devs decided. But yeah, not really a fan. Let's not deconstruct that low, because I just want this built super fast. Research. Oh look, we can do productivity again. Nothing else we want. Do rocket silo. Not that we're anywhere near ready to build a rocket silo. But you know. Out of space again. Oh look, just dump it in these trains. Yeah, look, I'm full again. Instantly. Come on, in output. Why aren't you outputting? They changed it! No. 15.9, no. 15.7? Changes. Inserters will no longer take fuel from locomotives and instead will take burnt results if the locomotive fuel uses that system. So there's a particular mod that I've been eyeing it off, which is nuclear trains, which didn't work with traditional nuclear fuel because of the way that the system was set up, basically. The inserters wouldn't remove nuclear fuel from a train. It looks like that change right there was put in for just them, or that mod. But the catch is, I actually want to use that feature right now. See if that works. No. No, we can no longer teleport our fuel across the map. Oh, that's horrible. That's a horrible update, guys. Damn. It's so nice being able to just dump stuff. Okay. All the bots are bringing it down here. Ah, the storage chest. Empty my inventory, guys. Completely. You got 5. Oh, we've got 500 of each. That's good to know. I'll do. Oh. I'll do now? Good, because I don't want to wait around. I just want to build this coal. So we have more power, so the factory's running 100%. Delete that. Nope. That one. So, miner. Use a proper deconstruction planner on everything. It sticks out, get rid of it. Miner. Oops. Add a square by 1. Miner. Oops. Where are you? Come back. So, shift, don't deconstruct, and then deconstruct. Excellent. Because obviously, whatever's set to deconstruct these is a bot that is currently MIA, I bet. Busy doing something else. 1 lane, 2 lane, 3 lane, 4 lane. Excellent. So that means we can use a traditional splitter. I just placed that. You just didn't get... Yeah, okay. Done. Drag you across and up. And then just dig that corner out slightly. Oops, wrong button. Done. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oops. Out. So, this is a splitter slash balancer. So I can take 4 inputs and technically, whoops, I can bring this down to just 1 lane output. So if I hook that in there, that will actually give me 1 full lane of compressed blueprint belt speed coal. If there's that much in the actual system. I have no idea, honestly, if we'll run at that speed. Done. No, it won't compress a whole blue belt's worth. But it's trying. It's really trying. You run that and that. So I'm actually going to disconnect that one. So that means this system just runs this smelting setup and our plastic. Okay. What else? I think that might be it for an episode. Yeah, we hit the half-hour mark. So look, I'm going to call it there for an episode. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. Watch out for those 2 updates in your own games. Something you got to be wary of when you do the upgrade to 15.9. And at the same time, as I said, between episodes, I'm going to plan out oil-ish. And I'm also going to find ourselves a solar grid layout because, well, coal's restored, so power engines are going flat out again. But that's the problem. We're on a fluid consumption. We're at like 25, 26 out of 30. It doesn't leave us a lot of room to expand. So it might be time just to put down a few solars. I really dislike the idea of solar. Now we have nuclear power, but we just don't have the resources yet to get nuclear power running. So for the moment, we'll stick to coal, and I'll just supplement it with a little bit of solar. But thank you guys for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. As always, head down to the bottom. Alright, special spot down there. It's called the comment section, where you can leave a comment, funnily enough. Or abuse me and tell me I'm doing it wrong, or call me names, or whatever you guys decide. Alright, I'll see you down in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye.